Good morning, guys. I wanted to talk a little bit about Marie Kondo, Courtney Carver, and about clearing out and cleaning out and things that spark joy. Now, you might say, why are we talking about this with Whole30? But Whole30 is exactly what that is. You are paring down to the essentials and the most nutrient-dense foods. So you clean out your pantry, etc., etc. You have rules, you have strategies, you have, what's that other word I'm looking for? I can't think of it right now. But sometimes by paring down and having rules, you gain more freedom. Excuse me, I'm using my voice for the first time today. So let's talk about a couple of things. All right, if you haven't read Marie Kondo's book, which it's old now, but now she has a Netflix series, so if you don't want to read the book, you can kind of watch the series. It's kind of but it's kind of interesting. Now, that said, understand I'm talking about this because this is an ongoing issue for me. I'm a shopaholic. I have like 30 pairs of black leggings. Now, I use them all, definitely, but I have an issue. So let me get back to where I was going with this. So now with Marie Kondo, some of that I find to be a little excessive. The way she has you folding things and whatnot. I get it. It's very meditative and I understand, but read it, digest it, and do what works for you. I actually preferred Courtney Carver's approach to it, and her book is Soulful Simplicity. My BFF and I went and saw her for her book signing, and she's super cute. She is also a Whole30 alumni and has an autoimmune disease. So for some of you, you might resonate with her a little bit more. She gained popularity with a program called Project 333, I believe it's called. And it's cleaning out your closet and having 33 items that you wear seasonally. You may have heard of capsule wardrobes and things of that nature. So hers starts with that. Her book starts with that, but it takes in so much more. I highly recommend it. And what I will do is I will, in the comments, I'll put the link there for you, so to Amazon, so you can grab it if you want. So what I would suggest is starting to go figure out what's going to work for you. You can go room by room, drawer by drawer, dresser by dresser, person by person, however you want to do it. But just start going through your house and seeing what you still need and what you don't need anymore. I just moved my massage office. I was appalled at how much stuff I had in that office after 8 years. Not to mention, I've been in the house for, when I moved up to Land O'Lakes to move in with my husband, I'd been in my house for like 20 years. It's disgusting. So it's really a good idea to just go through and start cleaning things out. Plus, there's another thing that I just read about, and it's kind of gross, but it makes a lot of sense. It's called a death cleaning. And basically, you go through all your stuff now while you're alive, so your kids don't have to do it. And, it makes a lot of sense, because if you go through stuff now, and maybe you think you're saving something for your kids, you can find out if they want it now, and then have a conversation about it and interact with them. And if they don't want it, then you're not doing either one of you any favors by hanging on to it. So donate it to somebody who does want it. But the reason, let me circle back to Whole30 with this. cleaning up your space and getting rid of things gives you such lightness. For me, it's kind of like getting my hair cut. Like when my hair gets too big and then I cut it all off, I feel so much lighter, which is what I did. Oh, I got blonder, by the way. First I got gray, then I got blonde. That's another story. But I just find it is spring for a lot of people. Summer here in Florida, but call this spring cleaning if you want. And if you're on a Whole30, I'd say start with your kitchen. Just start pulling everything out of all the drawers and cabinets. And you only have to do one at a time. You don't make it a big project, where you've torn the whole kitchen apart and now you sit there and you're freaking out. But just start going through things. And I had 3 crock pots. Once I got my Instant Pot, I didn't need a crock pot anymore because it's a crock pot. So I urge you to just start going through things, make it your project. There was also another project that it was you got rid of 3 things a day, whether you donated them, tossed them, whatever, and just every day you did 3 things. And then, by the end of the year, you've cleaned up a lot. So find what works for you. There's many programs out there, and I would love for you guys to link in the comments any that have really worked for you, and I'll go through and do that too. And just, this helps with the mindset. It helps with the feeling of being in control. It helps with overwhelm and stress. And so if you come home and you're doing a Whole30 and you come home to a kitchen that's well stocked but not overstocked and messy, you're going to just do better. So anyway, that's what I was thinking about this morning. Thinking about doing my whole house. And I need to make a real effort to do that. All my Whole30 work kind of gets in the way, but I'm going to start working on that. All right, guys, I hope you have a lovely Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow.